Hey guys, THump here, and today we're going to be analyzing the brand new patch for Deadlock that just released today. Tons of character changes, map changes, and the most major change, in my opinion, matchmaking is now open 24/7 for all regions, so you have no excuse not to hop in and play right now. Let's get right into it and check out the changes. Here we go. All right, general changes. So this is the new patch for Deadlock. General changes matchmaking is now open 24/7 for all regions. So if you have the game, you can play it permanently now. So if you have a job, weird hours, something like that, everything will be good. Added a new minimap, updated base assets, and added new unique hero icons. Okay, so you're getting completely new hero icons at the top of your screen. Neutral camps are now represented by a highlight glow on the buildings they are located within. Okay, so this is making it easier for newer players. The orange lane, Orchard, is now the green lane. I actually really like that. I really like that. Okay, so they changed the color from orange to green. I like the color green, and you can tell this guy does too. Added a new behavior system. Oh boy, I can't be toxic anymore. What I just said to those EU guys earlier. Players can temporarily lose access to certain capabilities in the game. The controls includes matchmaking, voice chat, text chat, pausing, and reporting. The system for tracking is active now. However, we will wait on most penalties for a few days as we review the results. There is now a low priority queue. Oh, just like Dota. The primary way to enter this is through abandoning games, but it can include other behavior. You must complete the required amount of games, escalates based on low priority frequency. Ooh. So if you're a toxic person, it seems as though they're cutting that out with this, okay? So there's going to be a lot less toxicity. Me personally, I'm the god of positivity, so I love this. Regularly misreporting players' results. Okay, so there's a lot of false reports going through, I guess, and in some cases will cause you to go in low priority queue as well. Wow, okay. That's great. Okay, let's clean up these streets. New players that are queued solo will only match with other new players until they get 4 wins. Only 4 wins? Oh, I guess, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because they're still going to be playing against newer players, but just newer players that have won games already as well. The lane allocation of 1-1-2-2 and 2-2-1-1 will no longer be a possible setup. I kind of like that. So you're going to have, okay, yeah. I actually like that. A 6-player party will no longer match against solo players. Calc and I were doing this with Vegas and other players the other night. Yeah, it makes the games really, we just stomped them. We were doing 10-minute mid-boss and stuff. So this is good. 5-player party sizes is no longer allowed. Well, I don't have friends anyways, so AFK players will be automatically kicked out after a few minutes. Abandoned match dialogue is now more clear about the consequences of leaving. Abandoned match now has a time delay before you can click it to help protect against accidental cases. Gotcha. Added custom hotkeys per hero. So you can like save your profiles and stuff when you load in as a certain character, I suppose. Bounce pad visuals. Please tell me they released the new character Cassidy, or what's her name? It was Astro in the files, but it's what's the name, chat? Help me out. Bounce pad visuals have been updated with a wind fan. Oh, sick. Okay, so these are on top of the buildings and stuff. They can bounce you towards mid from the side lanes. Holiday, yeah. I haven't read the notes fully, but I hope Holiday came out in this patch. The effects also indicate the travel path. Cool. Added little spirit frog legs to the soul urn. Okay, that's cute. Orange zipline is now green. Spacebar no longer cancels abilities. Oh, I kind of like spacebar canceling abilities, me personally. But you can also cancel pocket suitcase with a gunshot as well. So you don't have to cancel it with spacebar, but I am a pocket player, so anyways. Abilities can be pressed again to cancel the ones that have a cancel state. Abilities can be pressed again to cancel the ones. Oh, okay. So I can just press my ability twice then. So if I have like my 3 ability on 3, I can just press 3 twice. Gotcha. The alternate cast modes modifier button and alternate cast button have had their behaviors merged. Added UI button hints when using alternate cast button in some extra cases. Added a slider for double tap alternate cast timing. Added a slider for press and hold alternate cast required time. Changes to the scoreboard and extra info. Previously, there was a lot of crossover between the tab and alt modes during gameplay. In this update, we have separated the behavior of these 2 modes to better serve different functions. The keys used for each of these modes can be swapped within keybind settings. Okay. Scoreboard again enables cursor mode. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. Displays scoreboard, displays damage summary. Oh, could you not see your damage summary before? I don't think you could. Wait, so what if my teammate's dropping like 5,000 damage and we're 30 minutes into the game? I'm not allowed to cyberbully him? Allows minimap, ping, and draw. Okay. So you can just press tab and you can draw you can draw on your map and stuff. Extra info alt no longer enables curse mode. Quick upgrades abilities. I hate alt upgrading, but whatever. Quick upgrade. I think you can change it. Quick upgrade abilities. Stolen niches can be individually remapped. Oh, okay, cool. Can now easily map alt as an alternate cast button. I'll have to test all this stuff. Displays extra info on the HUD. Awesome. Client performance improvements. Cool. Game now automatically starts preloading the map once the client is launched to help reduce load times. Okay, this is like, yeah, there was a lot of this that took really long to load in. Sandbox orb practice area now displays the time in milliseconds that you hit the orb after respawning. Added a console command private lobbies create to allow players to create custom lobbies using our servers. This has a very temp UI. Once we add a real UI to it, along with some miscellaneous features, we'll add a non-console. Okay, so this, like, we could do sub games and stuff, and I could get, oh, you know, it'd be funny. Getting 12 new people to commit to downloading the game, and I would invite you. And then I could spectate all 12 of you, new players, sitting there being absolute idiots and having no clue what's going on. Okay, yeah, so I added private lobbies, so I'll be able to play sub-games, stuff like that. Upgraded ability keys are now customizable. Oh, okay. The current defaults are... I wonder how you're going to do this, though. Can I just press, like... I want to be able to press shift and press whatever I want to level up, you know? Adjusted mid-boss low health roar sound to be more distinct from the spawn sound. Oh, good change. Because you do kind of get confused sometimes. Added maximum FPS sliders for dashboarding in game. Wonder if they put an FOV slider in the game. Removed pause limit for hero testing, co-op bot match, and the tutorial. Added support for launching the game in secondary monitor properly. Fixed friends menu scrolling up automatically when it shouldn't. Never had that happen. Fixed being unable to invite offline users to a party. I've had that happen. Thank you. Fixed invite tooltips on friends menu not being positioned correctly. Metal skin effects revisions. Yeah, I feel like metal skin, when people popped it on me before, it's kind of weird. They look like they're covered in plastic. So maybe this will be better. So you can just tell better that they're using it. 7 static charge effects improvement to make the boundary more clear. Okay. Updated medic healing beam colors to be consistent with other heals. Melee troopers no longer play swipe effect to reduce some unnecessary noise. Added better indication when all 4 active slots are full. Talking about your extra slots you get for killing guardians, walkers, and stuff like that, I suppose. Updated Ice Dome to fix some performance-related issues. Kelvin's ult. I've heard a lot of people were struggling, lagging with this. Not me personally. Updated Torment visual effects to reduce some noise. Okay. Added sound for Tesla bullet procs. That'll be interesting. So people that play Haze and stuff, I wonder what it's going to sound like, the Tesla bullets. It'll probably sound satisfying. Added a sound for Toxic bullet proc as well. Okay, interesting. So a lot of the feedback that they're giving is obviously audio and stuff. So it'll be really interesting how they differentiate all these different sounds, you know? There's a lot of different sounds for ults and, yeah. So it's kind of important to have good hearing, you know? Divine Barrier wings no longer are fully opaque, okay. Reduced intensity of last hit status effect. Updated Echo Shard sound effects, okay, cool. Added low ammo indication sound. Improved clarity for 7 casting and channeling sounds, okay, so you'll just be more aware of 7, what he's doing. Updated refresher effect colors from green to purple. Wait, okay. I like green's one of my favorite colors, but turning it to purple. So, update refreshers effects colors from green to purple. Maybe, I don't ever buy refresher. I bought refresher like 3 times on Yamato. So I don't know. I'd have to check that out. Minor updates to Abrams seismic impact to resolve some states faster to reduce visual noise. Updated Lady Geist's Blood Bomb, Life Drain, Malice, and Soul Exchange sounds. Jeez. Okay, Lady Geist getting some love. So I'm guessing that Lady Geist is also going to get buffed in the patch notes. Watch what I'm telling you. Because I don't think Lady Geist is very good in the meta, and you never see her played in high MMR games, really. Added shoulder charge, wall impact effects. Oh, great. So now they can get even hornier. Changed open mic audio settings to allow open mic to opt into team chat or party chat. Okay. Updated effects for the Warpstone bullet resist buff. Oh, that'd be cool to see. Because right now it's just like a massive orange circle around you. It's not really that massive. It's actually kind of small. Added lucky shot proc sound effects. Okay. So another 6,300 soul weapon item. that's going to have new sound effects that you can hear. So you could run Toxic Bullets with Tesla Bullets with Lucky Shot, and you can just have new sounds that you've never heard ringing into your ear nonstop. Updated Berserker buff effects. Okay, so Shiv, Abrams, stuff like that. That'll be cool to see. Because, I mean, it was kind of obvious to me when they had Berserker before because you glow bright red. Like, it's pretty obvious, but we'll see. Adjusted Shiv's running reload animation. Okay, does that mean that they made it shorter or just the way it looks? Added wall impact animations for Abrams' shoulder charge. Great. More like animation buffs. Because this makes the character better. I'm not even kidding. Because when your character has really cool animations and it just gives you power, it gives you confidence in yourself, which makes you a better player. It's psychological and stuff, I'm telling you. Lowered gun arm during Abrams' gun animation to not obscure the reticle. So it's another buff. Like, it's kind of a visual buff. Lowered gun arm during Abrams' jump animation to not obscure the reticle. Yeah, so it's kind of a buff. Okay. Soul Jar return location effects will change color based on the captured state of the Soul Jar. Lady Geist Blood Bomb revisions to improve visibility in team fights. Okay. Improved visibility of heroes caught in the singularity. So this is for Dynamo, his ultimate. Distant field shadows. Who cares? Updated Wraith Ray Talon and Infernus voiceovers. Okay. Walker AoE Stomp has new sound effects. Okay. Vicious splatter effects have been adjusted. Revised silencer, cast, and duration sounds. Added rebirth, channel, and revive sounds. Okay, so this is like a lot of people, even in high MMR, I swear, they don't check what other people's items are. So they don't know you have rebirth a lot. So we'll see how obvious this is. Added Infuser cast sound. Okay, so Infuser was really good on Pocket because you can pop it and you get a lot of spell lifesteal and spell damage when you pop it. So you pop it, use your barrage and full combo the enemy, and you do a ton of damage. Audio, so now it'll be more obvious when he casts it. Audio bug fixes related to switching spectating targets. Miscellaneous gameplay. Orbs now favor the claimer rather than the denier when both impact within a very narrow window of each other. Orbs now favor the claimer rather than the denier when both impact within a very... Oh, so is this saying that it's harder to get denied now? That's what that means, right? Okay, so let's read this. Remember, this is patch notes for 6th graders, okay? Orbs now favor the claimer. So if it's like my creep, or I say I'm killing his creep, and then that, teal orb floats up. So that means that that's my orb. I'm the claimer, okay, of that orb. Okay, so orbs now favor the claimer rather than the denier when both impact within a very narrow window of each other. Okay, so this is helping people secure more of their last hits, okay? It is going to be harder to deny the enemy, so whenever a creep dies and an orange orb floats up from it, so that's whenever your creep dies and then an orange orb would float up, it's going to be harder to deny those now. So this kind of decreases the skill cap of the game and makes it easier for new players. I'm kind of fine with this. I'm just like, whatever. All right, flex slots moved from first walker to 2 walkers. Hey! I actually like that. You think it's lame? Okay, it does lessen the skill gap. It does. It makes it... It's going to be harder to stomp people in lane now. All right, so your flex slot, which are your extra slots, you have 12 at the start of the game. These are going to be your extra 4. One of those flex slots was moved from the first walker to now it's going to take 2 of those walkers now. Let me pull up Deadlock map, and I'll show you. So before, you only had, in order to unlock 1 flex slot, you had to kill these 4 outer Guardian Towers right here, okay? And then in order to unlock your second slot, you would have to kill one of these 4 walkers. Now, you have to kill 2 of the 4 to unlock that slot. This is going to make it harder to win games now, I think. Right? I mean, I don't know if it's going to make it harder. It's just going to... Against good players, it makes the game kind of more noob friendly, right? Because it's gonna you can't snowball as fast. Makes sense? Because now you need to do it in 2 lanes instead of 1. Yeah, it does seem like they want longer games. All abilities and items cooldown. Oh boy. That's nuts. Wait, what? All ability and item cooldowns. So they just 6% made everything a longer cooldown. Every ability. So they just, I wonder if they have like some internal statistics that there's just too much ability spam or something. That, I mean, I don't know, man. 6% globally? We're nerfing the worst characters in the game too? Like, I don't know. I don't know about that. Max respawn time now happens at 35 minutes rather than 40 minutes. Okay, so this is saying that when it gets to 35 minutes, they're like, yo, you need to get out of here and get a job and go do something else, right? Max respawn time now happens at 35 minutes. Yeah, so this is 5 minutes earlier. So it kind of, once they're saying like when games get to 35 minutes, it's like, okay, let's get this over with. T4 item cost reduced from 6,300. Somebody literally just wants to act like they have a job with this channel. I don't even know what that is, but whatever. Shield regeneration time reduced from 60 seconds to 50 seconds. This is your bullet shields and your spirit shields. Wall jump activation has been made more lenient. Okay, this is where you jump off the walls. Wall jump launch angle can now be steered a bit more. Jump shooting lockout period reduced from 0.25 to 0.15. Jump shooting lockout period. I'd have to test that to see how much of a change that is. Souls from bosses now appear much more spread out. Okay. Rope climbing speed increased. I wish they would increase this more. It might be a big change. I don't know what this is, but I feel like going up the ropes, it needs to be quicker and more fluid because the game's movement already is so like good and fluid. Make the ropes more fluid, you know? Taking non-dot damage while on a rope slows you by 30%. Okay? I don't know, man. I don't know. I hate that. Taking non-dot damage. So, like, if I'm just getting shot going up a rope, I just can't go up it. You know? Improved heavy melee hit registration. Again, just another buff for Abrams. Wow. Can you believe it? Mid-boss warning now happens at 60% instead of 50%. Okay, so people were cheesing it too easily from 50%, I'm guessing. They're trying to make it easier to defend it. Walker beam max range, the sticky portion after being acquired, reduced from 20%, 50 meters to 40. Successful parry CD reduced from 0.5 to 0.25. Okay, so if you successfully parry somebody, you'll have it back faster. Fixed alt fire is not working with conditional bonuses like close range. You're getting into the weapons. Melee trooper hitbox improved. Okay, I complain about this so much. Thank God that's been fixed. Fixed medic troopers sometimes using their heal on guardian balls. Fixed I've seen this happen before. Fixed your gun reloading down to a smaller magazine when reloading with higher ammo. I've seen this happen so much. So that's good. They're actually working on a lot of stuff. This is funny. Fixed multiple heroes getting the power up bonus by standing on top of it before it spawns. Okay. So this is actually a strat that we did with Calculator Vegas and some other players on the bridge right here. And on the bridge on the other side of the map, where is it? Okay, the bridge right here. So it's kind of by the urn. You see the urn right there? So it's going to be on the urn on both sides. This spawns at 10 minutes in the game. And what you could do is you could have 3 of your teammates go to this one and stand on top of it. And then have 3 of your teammates go to the other side bridge and stand on top of the buff. You all get the buff at 10 minutes. So 3 of you get it on this side, 3 of you get it on this side. You all have monster rounds, so you do 35 more damage to NPCs, and you all just rush the mid-boss. And if they come and fight you, you have a bridge buff that they don't, and you will eat them, okay? And we did that in high elo with calcing them, and it's impossible to stop. It's really cheesy. That's what that is. All right, here we go, weapon items. Headshot booster, damage Bonus damage reduced from 45 to 40. Okay, I've seen some people run headshot booster on Shiv. I've seen it on Haze sometimes, so it's a little nerf to it. No. Oh, okay, this is the 500 item. Never mind. I'm completely wrong. Jeez. This is the 500 item. Headshot booster. Okay, so this is kind of a nerf to a pretty good amount of characters that want to play aggressive in lane. Get this, actually. It's good on pocket. It's good on shotgun characters, Shiv, because if any of your shotgun pellets hit them in the head, it counts as a headshot. So this is a nerf to that slightly. I mean, but still, you're hitting them for 40 every 7.5 seconds or something like that. So, high velocity mag, weapon damage reduced from 14% to 12%. Restorative shot. Oh, I think this is really an OP item. So if I had to guess, I would say that they nerfed this. I think this item's OP. Restorative shot, healing from heroes increased. Restorative shot, healing from true. Wow. Okay, so this is like a must-run item. A must-run item. This gives you weapon damage already, and it gives you bullet resistance. And then they buff the healing that it does. That is like a must-buy item, dog. Okay. Hollow point round, conditional weapon damage increase. Okay. So, hollow point, this gives you spirit shield and gives you 25%, I think, bonus damage when you're over 60% HP. Rapid rounds, fire rate reduced from 12% to 9%. No longer provides a minus oh, okay. So Haze gets this. Some wraiths get this. There's some people who run rapid burst. So kind of a nerf to it, but it doesn't mess with your health as much. So you'll be tankier, but you're not going to be able to attack as fast. I don't even know if Haze runs this anymore. Active reload, lifesteal reduced from 22% to 20%. Okay, Wraith, Haze. I mean, some Shivs can run this. I mean, it just depends on your build. But this is whenever you hit the active reload, you're going to get an attack speed buff. And now you used to get 22%. Now you get 20% lifesteal. Mystic shot. Oh. Don't say it. This is a nerf to so many characters. Mystic shot, spirit damage now considers bullet fall off. Oof. But the cooldown reduced. Oh. Cool. But it now considers bullet fall off. That'll have to be a test and see. Berserker, bullet resist, reduced from 8% to 7%. Okay. This is a little nerf to characters like Abrams, Mo, frontliners like that. Shiv runs Berserker sometimes. Long range, bullet shield increased from plus 90 to plus 140. So this is going to be a buff to sniper characters, Vindicta and Grey Talon. Melee charge distance bonus is moved to an 8 section. Melee charge passive now has an 8-second cooldown. When passive triggers, you deal bonus plus 20% melee damage, more punching. Thank you. Melee charge now gives a UI indicator when reload procs. Roger. Soul Shredder bullets. Oh, this is another really good item for spirit casters and spirit users. Soul Shredder bullets weapon damage increased. Okay, a little buff. Fleetfoot active move speed reduced. Ooh, nerf to 7 gun build that I already have a YouTube video on. Fleetfoot cooldown reduced from 22. Oh, but you can. Okay, so they're reducing a lot of stuff, but then they're also buffing cooldowns. So they're not as like a lot of these items and stuff are not as powerful, but you can cast them more often. So it's like there's a give and take kind of with what they're doing. Fleetfoot, health increase from plus 75 to plus 90. Okay, so now you're going to be a little bit more tanky with it. Jeez, they nerfed Warpstone again? Okay, so they've already nerfed this item, I think, twice before. And now they nerfed it for a third time. This is ran, I mean, you can run this on Lash, you can run this on Pocket, you can run this on anybody. This item is so good. Heroic Aura, and I'm pretty sure you probably still can run it. Because they didn't reduce the bullet resist you get when you TP with it. And this is also affected by CDR. So late game, if you have a full CDR build where you have Soul Rebirth, Improved Cooldown, Diviners, Kevlar, etc., you can warp zone like once every 4 seconds, 5 seconds. So, but they did just increase the cooldown of everything around the game. All right, Burst Fire now provides plus 70 health. Okay. Heroic Aura, active movement speed bonus reduced from 3 to 2. Ooh. Okay, so there was a Shiv build where you would run Heroic Aura. You can get this sometimes on Abrams and stuff like that. It just gives you a movement speed bonus, gives you lifesteal, and they just reduced the movement speed. So they made going up rope slower. They reduced the active move speed of this. They reduced the movement speed of Fleetfoot. Like, jeez Louise. I mean, we're just aging. We're getting cripplingly old. We can't move around the map. Sharpshooter. Bullet health increased from plus 175 to plus 200. Okay. Hunter's Aura. Bullet resist reduction reduced from minus 10 to minus 9. This is a nerf to Abrams. I mean, there's a good amount of characters that run Hunter's Aura. So you're not going to reduce enemies' bullet resist as much, but you still reduce their attack speed. So this is a minus 10% attack speed, it used to be minus 10% attack speed, minus 10% bullet resist to the enemy. And it was tripled if it was the only enemy that was around. So you would get, I think, minus 30 bullet resist and minus 30 attack speed. So it's like a very 1v1 Abrams type character dueling item. That got nerfed to minus 9 now. Okay. Titanic Magazine bullet resist increased from 15% to 18%. I mean, this could be a buff to Haze, a lot of, bullets, Wraith, maybe even 7-3 build where you go Spirit and maxes 3 ability. Chemical Fire, Spirit Power increased. Okay, so Kelvin runs this sometimes. I've seen Lashes run this. They'll ult and throw it down. Yeah. Crippling Headshot, debuff duration reduced. Okay, so this is the one where you hit them in the head and it reduces their spirit and armor resistance. It's a 6,300 soul item. So just the debuff duration reduced from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. I know Mikhail S. runs this on his Lash. Lucky Shot, bonus damage increased. Ooh. Okay, so this is 6,300 that has a random chance to proc damage. The bonus damage now has been buffed. Okay, so Lucky Shot's a better item. I would have to test it and see how much of a buff this is. Glass Cannon. Ooh, okay. So now Glass Cannon's a more snowball-y item. It's going to give you... Ooh, yeah. It's going to be much more snowball-y now. So they're making it harder to get more item slots, but this item, it's making it easier, I guess, to snowball in the game. This is Silencer, 6,300. You pop it, you silence people around you. The damage increased from 15 to 20. Frenzy, linger duration increased from 4 to 6 seconds. Vitality items. Dude, they do so many changes. Healing Right now grants plus 3 spirit power. Okay. That's just a passive? Okay, I think Healing Right is like insane now. Why would you ever buy... Yeah, that's insane. I would pretty much guarantee you would always buy this now over Health Regen, yeah? Enduring Spirit, Spirit Lifesteal increase, buff to pocket in lane. This gives you 75 HP as well and Spirit Power. That's nice. That's nice for a lot of characters. Yeah, that's nice. Melee lifesteal. Melee damage reduced from 15% to... Okay. Health Nova now requires Healing Right. Health Nova now grants plus 4 Spirit Power. Health Nova range reduced from 18 meters to 50 meters. Divine Barrier. This is the one where you can pop it on yourself or your teammates, and it's a cast. The Bullet Shield reduced. Okay, so it got double nerf. Divine Barrier did. I mean, there's not many... I mean, I've seen some Paradoxes run Divine Barrier, and I saw 7 run it before with the move speed build. I don't really know if that's... I don't know. Rescue Beam, heal reduced from 30% to 26%. Okay. Rescue Beam cast range reduced from 45 meters to 34. No longer requires Healing Right. Okay. Fortitude. Lane Troopers do not reset the passive regen timer. Oh, okay, cool. This is like... what is the item in Dota? Heart... I can't remember what it is. Anyways, Life Strike, melee damage reduced from 40% to 35%. This is the $3,000 item. It's going to be a nerf to Abrams. Kinda. Like, just... Majestic Leap cooldown reduced. Ooh, interesting. So, I think personally Pocket should run Warp Stone more often. But now, I mean, they're trying to make it more... I guess they want to see more Majestic Leap. This is affected as well by your CDR. So superior cooldown, Diviners Kevlar, etc. Items that give you Enchanter's Barrier that give you cooldown. You're going to be able to Majestic Leap more often now. Metal Skin, cooldown reduced from 22 seconds to 20 seconds. Okay, so this is going to help you stay alive against Haze, Wraith, and stuff like that. People that are attacking you with their weapon. Inhibitor, fixed damage reduction on bullets not being reduced by a percentage properly. Wow. Okay. So this is the spirit item, or this is the vitality item that you were supposed to be hitting them in the head, or if you hit them at all, it reduced their damage by 15%, I think. And it just wasn't doing it. Wow, what a troll item. Your team's actually throwing if you were buying that. Colossus, radius increased from 10 meters to 12 meters. Okay, a little bit above because nobody really runs Colossus. The cooldown's been reduced from 45 seconds to 35 seconds. I mean, I don't know. I think that probably needs to be reduced to 30. Maybe? I don't know. Ooh. Okay, Phantom Strike. This is the item, 6,300 in Vitality. Phantom Strike. Okay. This is the one where you can target it on an enemy and you leap to them. You would do a ton of damage. You would disarm them, slow them. A lot of people are running this like one-shot burst people with Yamato. And some pockets were running it because you can Phantom Strike on top of people, cloak through them, and immediately blow up your satchel, and it's a ton of burst. Phantom Strike, Spirit Power scaling reduced from 2 to 1. Okay. Soul Rebirth no longer grants 20% weapon. Ooh. See, me personally, I like to run this on Pocket, so this kind of makes me sad. I mean, it was just kind of cool that you get weapon damage from it, you know? Powerful item. This is the one that allows you to resurrect like once every 144 seconds. The cooldown reduction reduced from 18% to 15%. Okay. So you're not going to have it up as often. Right? Cooldown reduction reduced from 18% to 15%. Yeah, anyways. Unstoppable fix not preventing disarm properly. Interesting. Okay. So before you would pop unstoppable, but you'd still be disarmed. Okay. Spirit items. All right. These are important. Spirit Strike. Melee damage reduced from 15% to 12%. Okay. Yeah. This is a nerf to Abrams. Nerf to people that are cringe. That punch in lane. You know what I'm saying? Real men just duke it out with their guns. All right, boys? Spirit Strike. Debuff duration reduced. Okay. Nerf as well. Spirit Strike. Spirit Shield reduced from 100 to 80. Okay. Nerf as well. They triple nerfed it. They quadruple nerfed it. They had a home run, all 4 bases. Hey, power to you. You know, I hate people that punch. All right. The map changes are crazy. I'm excited to see it, bud. Mystic Rage Spirit Resist increased. Okay, this is a buff to Pocket because remember, Pocket starts the game at minus 15% Spirit. Mystic Reach ability range increased, buffs to Pocket, and other characters that are really good with Mystic Reach. Wow. Did that really need to be buffed? That's going to be good on Paradox's ult and stuff like that too. I don't know if that item needed to be buffed, but whatever. It's kind of minor. Extra Spirit increased from 8 to 9. Okay. I still don't know if you're going to run this very much. On Pocket. Ammo Scavenger, neutral kills now count as a soul capture. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you can kill your side camps and stuff and build up Ammo Scavenger. Ammo Scavenger buff duration increased from 35 seconds to 40 seconds. Withering Whip. Firing rate slow increased from 30% to 40%. Yeah, not a lot of people are running this, so it's good. Slowing Hex, projectile speed increased. Ooh. Okay, this is ran on Warden. I mean, this can be ran on Shiv. A lot of characters. So this is a buff to that. It's going to help you run people down and blow them up. Quicksilver reload, damage increased. Okay, this is this is a buff to Haze, Wraith. I mean, there's a lot of characters that run it. I guess Yamato can run it. Surge of Power, imbued ability now grants plus 10% fire rate when used. Jeez. Woo! Really? So I'm gonna upload a video of analyzing Lefa play 7, and on 7, you build his third ability max, not his ult, and you build Fleet Foot and other movement speed items. So Surge of Power gives you movement speed, but now it also grants you 10% fire rate. Wow. So, and I'm pretty sure that 7 build is one of the hardest carrying builds in the game. Like, it's nuts, the movement stuff you can do with that character. Yeah, that's your build. 7 really needed the help. Are you trolling? I think you're trolling. All right, Rapid Recharge. Now gains 12% weapon damage. Okay. So this is a buff to characters that use Rapid Recharge, Lash. And pre-burst, damage reduce. Ooh. Small nerf. 1%. I mean, Really? 1%? So improved burst does 10% of their max HP as spirit? Now it does 9. Kind of makes Abrams more tanky. Just characters late game more tanky in general by 1%. Improved reach, spirit power increased. Okay, so they want more people to run improved reach. I guess data says there's not enough people running it. Torment pulse, health increased. So Yamato runs this. I guess Mo and Krill can run this. Abrams can run this. There's a lot of characters that run this. Just a buff to them, I guess. Silence Glyph, Spirit Shield reduced from 200 to 150. Okay, this is the one where you throw it at them, it silences them for 3.5 seconds. They can't use their abilities and movement. So now it just gives you less Spirit Shield. It's one of the passives. Echo Shard, Spirit Power increased from +8 to +12. All right, here we go. The characters. Oh boy. Heroes, Abrams. Fix seismic impact, getting stuck on buildings like in the mid-boss room. Shoulder, Abrams shoulder charge, turn rate reduced. Ooh. See, they say a bit, but like, what does that mean? Because that sounds like an Abrams apologist saying like, oh, we did it a bit, but like, what is a bit? I need it a lot, you know? Infernal resilience reduced from 17% to 16%. Okay, that's a nerf. Shoulder charge stun time reduced from 1 second to 0.85. Wait, I'd have to see the timing now. So does that mean that he can't shoulder charge punch you because you'll be able to parry it in time? I bet with debuff reducer you probably will be able to parry it, right? Oh, you can still do it, Prizzy? I'd have to go test it out on a bot. Interesting. All right, here we go. I hate this character. So I hate this character, but like I hate this character. You know what I'm saying? All right. His uppercut no longer roots your hero during the cast time. Okay, so it's 0.5 seconds for heavy melee. Okay, so you have to be pretty quick, right? Gotta have fast reflexes like me in my early years. Can now keep firing if he jumps and his laser is already warmed up. Okay, that's a good change. Reverted recent change to make Hook have an alternate cast mode to pierce through allies/enemies. Oh, wait. So if I'm reading this right, so there was a way to stand behind your ally in lane and throw it through him so the enemy couldn't see it? And it would just go through him because you would have it selected to enemies, I suppose. His hook range is reduced from 35 to 30. Okay, so you can't throw it across the world now. Hyper beam to now does splash damage around a 5-meter area the beam connects to on the ground. Can be used to fish heroes out of cover in some areas. Thank you so much. Please nerf this character into the dirt. All right. Dynamo rejuvenating Aurora no longer gets canceled when stamina is used. Interesting. Rejuvenating Aura T3 increased from 4% to reduced from 4% to 3%. Okay, this is cool though. So now you can use your heal and roll. I guess. Kinetic Pulse Tier 1 reduced from 40% slow to 35% slow. And his Quantum Entanglement cooldown increased from 11 to 12. Great talent. Fixed issues with charge shot hitting. Oh, thank you. Wow. I play this game for a while, and that's been such an issue. It irritates me so much. That's actually huge. Hi, Fuzzy. Rain of Arrows, fixed guided owl doing damage through buildings. Okay. Ooh, I wonder if they're gonna nerf Pocket in the same way, because Pocket can hit people with his ult through buildings. Great talent. Rain of Arrows, weapon damage reduced from +7 to +4. Rain of Arrows 2/2, weapon damage reduced from +7 to +5. Bullet damage growth per boon increased from +1.46 to +1.8. And great talent, guided owl cooldown increased. Okay, this guy just spams this so, late in the game so much. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Ugh. Okay, so he got nerfs. Does anybody in here play Great Talon? Pocket TP is fully broken in the game, by the way. It doesn't work at all. Why? Yes, me and Ezzy. Huh. Yeah, so he's going to be better late game now, right? So his bullet damage growth per boon increased. But worse earlier. And he's not going to be able to cheese people behind fixtures like pillars and stuff like that anymore. Hey, his fixed issue with sleep dagger hitting targets behind walls. Okay, thank you. I swear, this thing was so glitchy. Infernus base health reduced. Okay, nerf to Infernus in the lane. Infernus flame dash slow resistance increased from 30% to 50%. Okay, so it's going to be harder to gank him with slowing hex now. Ivy fixed some control issues when flying near a wall. Airdrop silence and slow debuff duration reduced from 4.5 seconds to 4 seconds. Oh, please nerf this character into the dirt. Like I said, I hate Bebop, but I hate this character. Arctic Beam fire rate slow reduce. Ooh. Jeez. Wow. They deleted him. He would put you in his ult and pop Arctic Beam, and you would shoot one bullet every 3 seconds. Like, it was insane. So this is a huge nerf. Thank God. And then you can get debuff reducer. All right, Kelvin, Arctic Beam movement slow reduced. I mean, I think it needs to be more than that. I don't know. Me personally, that character needs to be deleted. I think they put this to 40% too. All right. Objectives and rejuvenators are now frozen and invulnerable. Wow. Okay, so this is a massive nerf. Wow. Because before, it's kind of cheesy, right? You could just pop Kelvin ult over the rejuvenator and the enemy team can't do anything. So now, objectives and rejuvenators are now frozen and invulnerable when under frozen shelter. Okay. So does this mean you can't take towers too? So if he ults over your base, like his own base, it would save it, right? Yes. Ooh. Yeah, so you can't take the enemy patron, or the enemy can't take your patron. It just makes it invulnerable. Because I'm pretty sure there's an invulnerable thing you can do in Dota 2, right? That once every, like, X amount of minutes. And it makes your towers, like, where they can't take them. Yeah. Correct, you can't dive the eye in the pit. And it would not be able to push. Yeah, okay. Kelvin, Ice Path and Arctic Beam now also be canceled by hitting the ability key again. Okay. Lady Geist, SM Bomb tier 3 damage increased. I said earlier that I think this character is just not meta right now. And she'll probably be buffed. Lady Geist, SM Bomb spirit scale increase. Okay, another buff. I don't know. This character's so annoying though to play against. You know how annoying it is just to know that you can't fight somebody? Because like I'm a man, you know? But if you get the character low and they have warp stone, they're just gonna teleport on you, ult you. It's just so depressing. It's a depressing character, I think. You kind of have to get silence for them and stuff. And just an annoying character. Probably be seeing more of it. Fix a recent bug with Malice that caused multiple blood shards to be absorbed by one hero rather than pass through and hit others. It didn't stack that way in any case. Okay. Self-damage no longer consumes shield. General change. Oh. I didn't know that was happening because I don't play that character, so I'm not cringe. No offense. Lash. Oh, please be a buff. Ground Slam now allows you to turn during the descent. Oh, cool. Wait, Hive and Pizza. That's actually sick. That's actually cool. So you'll be able to hit your one ability a lot more often. Yeah, that's actually cool. Bullet growth from 1.15 to 0.9. That's a nerf. Ground strike damage spirit scaling. Okay, so they're saying they want less gun builds and they want more spirit builds, yeah? Ground strike, so this is your one ability. Spirit scaling is going to be increased. You're going to be doing more damage with it. And the ground strike damage per meter scaling. Okay, so the higher you fall from when you're using your one ability, the more damage scaling you're going to do with it now, all right? Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I just know they're going to buff this character. It's going to be so annoying, isn't it? Medicinal Spectre. Radius reduced. Okay, nerf. Kumbaya. Medicinal Spectre radius now grows with spirit power. So, wait. I wonder if you stack a ton of spirit power on McGinnis and it just gets to like a really large radius and your entire team can just fight in a massive healing circle. Just hold hands, you know? Just run it down. Can no longer wall jump from Spectral Wall. Okay. Spectral Wall minimum range reduced. Nerf. So you can't cast it from Egypt. Spectral Wall duration reduced. Okay. So if you get blocked off, I mean, you'll still die in 3 seconds if you're in like a 2v2 lane. So don't get blocked off because this, I mean, 5 seconds is a long time. So be careful with your positioning. Heavy Barrage Spirit Scaling increased. The ultimate increase scaling. Heavy Barrage minimum range reduced from 7 meters to 6 meters. Okay. So you used to be able to get inside of the ult? Is what that's saying? The Heavy Barrage minimum range. So they have to be at least 6 meters away from you for it to hit? Yeah? I think so. Mini bullets. Or sorry, mini turrets. Bullet travel speed increase. Okay, buff to turrets, I guess. Jesus. When people run these turrets and there's like 47 turrets down in a team fight and you're just sitting there shooting turrets. Mo and Krill, camera zooms out a little bit more when unburring. Okay, a buff. I think this character is really strong. Now that Kelvin got nerfed into the dirt and you can't just bubble secure the rejuvenator anymore, I swear this character is so strong. Like the fact that you can just use your ult and lock down one person every single team fight, and the enemy team has to make an active effort to stun you and get you off of that player. He gives you so much catch potential. I don't know. And then if he runs unstoppable, he can every single team fight warp on top of your best carry, and he can just ult them, and you can't do anything about it. But maybe they changed it. Can cast Scorn while using his combo. Okay. Mo and Curl combo T2 reduced from +1 second to plus 0.75 seconds. Paradox fist issues with paradoxical swap hitting targets behind. Thank you. Oh man, this ult is actually so frustrating to me. So I'm kind of glad they fixed the hitbox issues. Oh boy, nerf. Barrage. Okay, so barrage amp per stack reduced. That's a nerf. Barrage slow reduced. That's kind of a nerf, but I mean, whatever. Added a brief lockout period on flying cloak. Oh, okay, that's huge. All right, that's not even. I mean, that's okay. I thought it'd be way worse for Pocket. I think Pocket is extremely strong. So I thought he was going to get hit a lot harder than that. But remember, there also was like a -6%. Was it cooldown added to every character in the game? All right, if I had to guess, I think this character gets nerfed. Base bullet resistance reduced from 8. Oh, wow. He has no bullet resistance now at base level. So he's going to be easier to kill in lane, yeah? Bullet resistance no longer scales with boons. Okay. Nerf. Headshot reduction increased from 25% to 35%. Okay, so he takes reduced headshot damage now. Storm Cloud damage reduced, his ult. Storm Cloud max radius reduced, his ult. Cooldown reduced. And the audio is now more clear. I mean, this is not, this is a nerf. This is a nerf. This is a nerf to him in lane a lot. But I guess you could buy restorative shot and get that base bullet resist back up to 8%, right? I think that's what it gives you. $500 weapon item. I don't really care about people that run Storm Cloud ult. Shiv fixed issues with serrated knives hitting Dude, okay, they're doing a lot of fixing up of hitboxes and stuff like that. That's good. Slice and dice damage reduced. Ooh, nerf to Shiv's 2 ability. Wow, 125 to 105. Oh boy, and I love Shiv. That, yeah, I know ZK. I know ZK. That's tough. You hate to see that. Bloodletting deferred damage cleared. Oh boy. Yeah, yeah, wow. Killing blow bonus damage from full rage. Oh boy. Oh, wow. Wow. Killing blow T2 now also increases rage amp by 5%. Okay. Yeah. Have you played him yet, ZK? Or not? What up, Sumza? How are you, buddy? We'll have to test it and see. That's tough to see, though. Overall, seems like a pretty big nerf. A lot of people complain about Shiv. Vindicta base bullet damage reduced from 14 to 13. Okay, nerf. Stake T1 duration reduced. Nerf. Assassination bonus damage is now shared with the assisters. Okay. So, okay. So she doesn't get the full 600 now. So people that if people get assists, then she gets less. So she wants solo kills, maybe a solo laner. I don't know. Like I would guess in a competitive scenario, maybe like a really safe solo laner that just wants to farm, and maybe anyways. Crow Familiar now reduces bullet armor by 6%. Okay. Crow Familiar impact damage reduced. Okay, so it's gonna make it harder to hit now, but it's gonna reduce bullet armor by 6%. So it's like give and take. Crow Familiar impact damage, spirit scaling reduced. Nerf. Crow Familiar Spirit Power Duration Scaling reduced from 0.04 to 0.03. You can now use stamina while flying to get an impulse in the facing direction. Wow. Spacebar no longer exists. Spacebar no longer exists the ability. You have to press the key again. Assassinate now does 20% more damage when getting a headshot. If you play this character, oh boy. Assassinate, scope ends when you are stunned. Holy, thank God we're through that. Puddle Punch now correctly knocks people in the cube up in the air. Okay, cool. Improve various issues with the camera. Puddle Punch now telegraphs an effect before it forms. Okay. Base bullet damage reduced. Nerf to his laning. Splatter damage reduced. Nerf to his laning. Goo Ball turn rate improved. Kind of a buff. You can get more stuns off in a team fight, bouncing through walls. Goo Ball stun frequency cooldown improved. Ooh, so you can stun lock people more. Bouncing, boom. Then 1.25 seconds, boom. Fixed Puddle Punch, piercing unstoppable. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's a little bit of a nerf. It's very particular situations where you get unstoppable. It's not like an item that everyone gets. Warden, bullet growth reduced from 1.31 to 1.2. Okay, that's a nerf to Warden. Alchemical Flask buff or debuff duration reduced from 7 seconds to 6 seconds. Alchemical Flash radius reduced. Nerfs. You gain 50% bullet resistance during the 2-second ult channel. Okay, so this is before you get your lifesteal and run it down like crazy. I was watching Lefa, the really high-ranked player, number 1 or number 2 player, and he was just complaining that Warden sucks. He was just complaining about it nonstop. Wraith, card trick damage reduced from 100 to 80. Yeah, I'm telling you, this character against Pocket in lane, because Pocket has minus 15 spirit resist as a character, like it's just because he's a mage or whatever, anyways, it's just his particular thing. Wraith would do so much damage. So this is a nerf to lane Wraith. Card trick, spirit scaling increase, but it'll be better late game. So maybe there'll be more card builds for late game, but it's worse earlier we'll have to see. Card trait projectile spawn above the reticle rather than on the left side. Okay. Yamato, ammo and now scales with spirit power. Okay. Power slash damage reduced. Ooh, that's tough. Grapple post cast duration reduced from 0.5. Okay. So that's above. Alt fire now fixed to work with conditional damage sources. Point blank pristine. Oh. Really? So the alt fire where Yamato throws out the grenades on the ground, it now works with point blank and pristine. I wonder if people are going to run more damage or more weapon damage builds now because they nerfed power slash and buffed the alternate fire. Yamato shadow transformation bullet and spirit resistance reduced from 55% to 40%. Okay, so that's a nerf. To the ult, can now interrupt power slash with parry. So if you have power slash built up and like I'm playing Yamato, I can use my parry to cancel my power slash. Okay. So okay. I feel like I'm not dumb, right? That's just worded really badly. Can now interrupt power slash with parry. All right, map changes. Oh boy, here we go. Inner lane changes. Added connections from the shop to the front of the department store and the New York Oracle buildings. I'm excited. Added veil in the opening at the front, looking out toward the opposite side. Some people run veil walkers, a $3,000 vitality item. Added a cover bearer in front of the opening with the veil. Moved the catwalk stair in front of the department store and the New York Oracle closer to mid. Okay. So this is in one of the two interior lanes, right? These are the two interior lanes right here. See where he's at? On the minimap, green. Remember? In the patch notes earlier, this was the orange lane. Now it is green, okay? So when you go into green lane, you have the Guardian here. Remember? That's your Guardian tower. And then remember the record store, this is where creeps spawn, the 3 little mini creeps, and then your shop's here. And then you go into this here, and that's your secret shop. And then if you go up this staircase, it's towards mid-boss. Mid-boss is right here. See where he is? So mid-boss is like right here. Okay. That's the general area where he's at. Here's the seat. Oh! They added a hallway here? Wait. New interior, yeah. And then there's a veil right here. Ah. So you're going to have a lot more active play style around here now. Because you know people are like, this helps with controlling this side of the map. Like, you know, if you want to push up, I feel like, or if somebody's push up to your tower, having control of this is really good, right? Because there's a veil here. So they can't see in, I believe. Yeah, it says new veil. Or maybe the veil's here. But I feel like this is important. You can also come here, and you're going to be able to harass them at their Guardian Tower and stuff. Ooh. Okay, we'll see how it works. This little hallway right here. Because now, if they go to buy, you know, you can put pressure on them and force them off their buy as well. Base changes. Angled the walkway connection from the outer lane exits to the inner lane exits. There's no way they couldn't make this more clear, right? Juke spots, new shop. Okay, so here's the shop. This is where your patron is. There's gonna be a new overhang right here. You know where there's like there's a walkway, catwalks that go across here. These are your outer lane walkers, outer lane walker. Then there's juke spots. Rope changes. Remove the exterior ropes from the garage and nightclub. Replace interior stairwells with ropes inside the garage and nightclub to give access to the second floor and roof. Okay. Rooftop changes. Raised apothecary and imports rooftop to match heights of the record store and comedy club. Remove rooftop details from roofs that are not safe and added rooftop details to new valid rooftops. Miscellaneous. Changed collision on the shelves inside the armory and warehouse to improve shooting through them. Replaced wall landing in front of the nursery and the market with an electrical box and bug fixes. Fixed breakable items outside the underground tunnel. Removed some duplicate models, lights, and geometry. Fixed bug where the hotel sign was replacing billboards on other rooftops. Fixed rooftop details not aligned to the new height of the rooftops. And fixed enemy team from being able to enter the base side passages. Holy! I am reading patch notes over watching NFL football tonight. Oh man, that was a lot of reading. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry that I was yapping so much. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate you listening. Jesus.